Now it's time for a little bit of... hold on, nearly went down the J.W. Anderson. Hello, I'm Sophie Turner, and we are here in mine, but it's actually not my kitchen. So let's get into it. Today, we are going to be making my favorite food, fresh pasta with butter and Parmesan. But my philosophy is when you're making food, you need a good drink to go with it. So I am going to be making this Hugo Spritz today. A glass is a good way to start. And we just fill it up with as much ice as you want. I like a lot of ice. I'm gonna use my fingers because that doesn't fit in the glass. There we go. It's just for me, so. And then we start with our St-Germain right here. Then we have the Prosecco, and we got the sparkling water. Voila. Pop that in. This is the scary part. Oh, I don't like it. I'm gonna put it down. Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay. You know the trick with champagne, right? You have to pour it on its side. I think everyone knows that, but I'm a late bloomer, so I just found this out. Pop that in. Now this drink, I feel like you can drink all year round, but it's summertime now, and this is kind of the best time to be drinking a Spritz because it's light, it's fresh, it's sweet. It's just everything that you want in a summer drink. And we're gonna get little bit of lime, pop it on the side, squeeze a little bit in. Oh yeah. And then whack that on there. My presentation is not very good. And then garnish with just a little bit of mint. Maybe 5 or 6 leaves. Whack it on there. Give it a stir. My lime fell off. Shove it in. Oh yeah, baby. Now it's time to cook. We now get to do the fun part, which is make the pasta. We're gonna make it from scratch, and I'm gonna be making it as I always do in my J.W. Anderson sparkly pink dress, because it also doubles as an apron. Step 1, the flour. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna make it into a big old mound. This is why you don't wear rings while you're cooking. If you wear rings while you're cooking, you're sick and you need help. I'm just gonna make a little hole in the middle. And this is where I'm gonna have 2 eggs and then 1 egg yolk. Uno. It's spilling. No, stay in my fucking mound. Hold on. I do this all the time. Then we're gonna do just the egg yolk. I learned this from my mum. She didn't teach me much about cooking, but she taught me this. And bam, the yolk's in. Now we're gonna mix it. But I'm gonna wash my hands first because I'm a bit clogged. As we can see, my presentation isn't quite on point, but it's okay because it's gonna look great in the end. My eggs are escaping. Hold on. What you need to do now is create a barrier with the flour. Not bad. My kids are 4 and 2, and their fashion sense is, they just wear their favorite colors all day long, and then they dress up as princesses. My kids' favorite meal is cheesy pasta. That's why I'm making it. But I need to learn how to make the pasta from scratch, so that's what today is. I feel like a lot of mothers, it's all about imparting wisdom on their children, but for me, my kids teach me so much. My favorite thing, though, I think has to be the play. Being an actor, I just love to play pretend, and my kids, it's their favorite thing to do. They have the wildest imaginations, and so I get to play pretend all day long at home and at work, so I'm a very happy camper. It's like a volcano exploding. It's erupting. Now I'm gonna start kneading this. Being a mom, I don't really get that much free time, but when my kids go to bed, 7 p.m., it's Sophie time. Really, it's all about staying in, having a gossip. Sleepovers are key. I still do sleepovers even now, and I'm gonna continue to do them into my 30s, 40s, 50s. Now it's time for a little bit of... hold on. Nearly went down the J.W. Anderson. Perfect. Okay, you just keep kneading for the next 7 to 10 minutes.
Stop here.
Thank God. Look at this cleanest kitchen. So we've let this rest for 30 minutes, room temperature, because it just needed to chill out a bit. after I absolutely destroyed it. Now we're gonna actually start making the ribbons, which is the best part. I'm so excited. So let's get into it. We're gonna unwrap this and cut it in half. For me, growing up, meal times were the best. We would sit at the dinner table, me and my two brothers, my mom and my dad, and have like an hour-long good conversation about our day. And I think that's where my love of mealtime came from. We've cut half of this. We're gonna cover the rest with this towel. Growing up with two brothers was interesting, to say the least. I felt incredibly protected. I felt like they taught me so much. And I think I grew up a little earlier than I would have had I not had those two brothers, because they were kind of guiding me through life. And they're still my best friends to this day. So we're gonna put a little bit of flour on here so it doesn't stick to our pasta machine. Think that's enough. Maybe too much. Who knows? We're gonna put it in the machine like so. And then we're just gonna crank it. And look at this. Oops. How pretty is this? And we're gonna do it again. You know, when I'm in New York, I like to eat my good pasta here because we know that New York has the best Italian food in the world next to Italy. So I like to go to some pretty amazing Italian restaurants. We're gonna take this and pop it in. I probably feel the most like myself when I've got no makeup on, probably in the kitchen, which is the heart of the home, right? Now look at this. Isn't that beautiful? We're just gonna make it into a little nest and pop it right here. Whee! Oh, we've got some extra. See you in a sec. Now we're getting into the fun bit, which is actually the cooking of the pasta. So, oh, right, we're gonna put the pasta in and then we're gonna salt the water. I'm gonna brush this like it's my hair, nice and separated. Gonna plop that in. We'll do 2 of these. A lot of people have told me make it as salty as the sea, but I did try that once and it was awful. I've got a few very exciting projects coming out. I've got a movie coming out very soon called Trust, which is a psychological thriller. And I really felt like that movie at the time I was making it somewhat mirrored my life. And so it was a very cathartic experience for me. And it's by the producers of Saw, so you know it's gonna be scary. I did a movie last year, which I'm really excited about, with my old but very good friend, Kit Harington, who played my brother on Game of Thrones. And we're doing a gothic horror, but we play lovers. Sorry, guys. It's really weird for all of us. Oh, it's ready? Just keeps going. I'm not tall enough for this. Where are my heels? Wow. Ah! The pasta's ready. Okay, ready? We're just gonna do it. My boyfriend always makes fun of the way I grate Parmesan, so don't judge me, okay? I'm one of those people that you go to a restaurant and they offer to grate your Parmesan for you, and I'm like, just give me the bowl. I'm not sitting here while you grate for about half an hour. Just give me the bowl. I actually think this could do with more. This is my favorite pasta dish. Cheesy, buttery Parmesan. So this looks cheesy and buttery enough now. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. I'm gonna get the whole thing. I'm gonna do a little. So I cut out carbs about 10 years ago because I thought that was a really healthy thing to do for my body. And let me tell you, it is not. There's so much importance around eating a super balanced diet, and that includes carbohydrates. And I think we need to get rid of this idea that carbohydrates are bad for you. We need the energy to fuel us through the day. And so it's really important. But I am gonna put a lot more Parmesan on. Because cheese is good for you as well, why not? Let's have it all. Now I'm not gonna put that much on because there's a lot in there. And then we're just gonna garnish it with a little bit of parsley. Does this count as vegetable? Now it's time to taste the pasta. I have to say, I am really proud of myself for making this because, as I said, I don't think I've ever made pasta from scratch. So actually I should save saying I'm proud of myself until I've tasted it because this could be a disaster. But let's see. That is good. It needs more Parmesan. It always does. There's never enough. So there you have it. There's the recipe. This is amazing. I'm the best. Sophie out.